This is a 93.5 Flowcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again we are here. It's another crazy one, man. We got the man himself in the spot right about now. I'm talking about the man Drake. We just premiered a tune not too long ago called Over. And man, actually I think I'm gonna have to ask you to move over just a little bit right now. It's crazy. Response on Twitter is mad. Everybody's going nuts and whew, I don't even know what else to say. We got the man here himself. Red, you want to give him the intro?
The one and only Drizzy T-Dot's own.
Toronto.
I tell you, man, everybody's claiming you. In Miami, they played Drake. I mean, last summer, 20 tracks back to back. Every city gives you love.
Yeah.
I was actually in Amsterdam a few days ago. They played Drake. They played you where else? In Dubai. I was there. And I'm like, he's from T-Dot. Everybody's looking at me like, what? He's just hot. Nobody's trying to hear it.
Nah, they know.
So,
they know, though, because, you know, I mean, I tell everybody knows.
Right.
Everybody knows where I'm from, man. Toronto, this is like, I'm telling you, I've been in a lot of places lately, man. This is still the greatest city in the world. It's the reason I do it. I said tonight they gave me so many options. Like, you know, people hit me up like Khaled, and shout out to Khaled and Flex and everybody. And, you know, they hit me up tonight and was like, yo, we know you're dropping a single at midnight, but we want to be the first to play it. I said, yo, I got to keep it. I got to keep it all the way G.
That's
and come
love.
see
Keep it
Red
local.
and Jay and of course Scratch, you know. So, yeah, for Toronto, man, you know, it's always love.
Crazy. Now, the last time you were here,
Wow.
you were like on the verge. You was at the edge of the precipice, just about to go over. And now you're not on the verge no more. You out there. We seen you on the Grammys. We see you all over the place. What's the major difference from being on the verge and then reaching?
It's not really much of a difference, you know what I mean? The best part about it is just doing it with the closest people, you know, the people that have been close to me for all these years, you know, like, for example, the first time I was up here, I dropped off a song called City Is Mine, you know, produced by Boy Wonder, and then we did a song together called Best I Ever Had that went #1. And now, you know, I got my new single produced by Boy Wonder once again. So,
nice.
I mean, you know, just doing it with your family is the best part, man. And all that changes is you get a little taste of that life, and you just realize, man, you might not be able to let that go, you know. So you gotta keep working. You gotta keep working. But I'm here though, you know. I'm here. The album is great. You know, the single's exciting. I want people to be excited. It's just one of those songs. You just, you know, it's how I feel in my life. You know, like, you know, like sometimes it's that moment in the hook where I'm like, you know, what am I doing? I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm
So
doing
what
it.
keeps you grounded? I know you were talking before how your mom's real close to you and she always keeps you there. What else would you say?
Just, you know, I got great role models in my life, definitely. You know, one obviously being my mother. My friends, I have amazing friends, you know, and then being able to converse on a regular basis with people like Wayne and Jay and Tip, you know, these guys that have done it and sort of probably, you know, made certain mistakes and then will tell me about it, or not necessarily mistakes, but just, you know, they've lived it and they'll tell me about it and try and, you know, direct me and guide me. So, I mean, with that being said, you know, I'm here. I'm just the nice guy.
How is it working with all those artists? When you go in, do you humble yourself right away?
Yeah, I mean...
Right away? Like Timbo, Jamie Foxx, like a lot of people, especially being around Lil Wayne.
Yeah. No,
Right.
I mean, I'm just naturally, I would never go into a situation, and I'm still, like, this is still my first song. This is my first single off my first album. Like, I'm
I
here.
hear that.
This is still the beginning, you know what I mean? As great as everything's going, it's still the beginning. You know, I feel like I'm so happy to be at the Flow. Like, the desk feels nice.
And
the mic
ladies,
feels nice.
he's a cutie. I mean, Drake's up in here, and you look the same. You're not
Thanks.
overdone. You know, you're just you, and that's
I
really
drove
important.
here, man.
You
Talking about a
drove here.
limo. I drove here.
Oh, you heard us.
I'm gonna get a ticket. I got my flashes on.
You heard us. Shout out to Ivan and Kamoy in the house.
Yeah.
Here's my question, man. You could have went anywhere. You had everybody saying, yo, Drake, we want you, sign on the dotted line. You decided to go with Young Money. Why?
Oh, well, you know, that's just based off my principles, which I was just talking about, which is friendship and loyalty. You know, I mean, that's really, really all you have. And, you know, you get moments of happiness and moments of triumph. But when it's all like, you know, the friendships and the relationships that you build are the most important foundation in this business, you know?
No doubt.
So when somebody reaches out a hand to you or does something for you, you know, and then you start acting wild or you just make a bad judgment call, that's going to stick with you. Please believe it, you know? So with that being said, I just, you know, I stuck with Lil Wayne because he believed in me when nobody else was paying attention at all. So
Right. And, you know, T-Dot is a real critical city. I love you, T-Dot, but it's true. Artists, no matter who you are, T-Dot is very critical.
Yeah.
So how is it for you to get that T-Dot love? I mean, from the kids just everybody just loving Drake. How did you feel about that?
It's an honor. I mean, you know, I've grown up in the city. I was born here. I'm from here. You know, I've seen the cycle. I've seen the artists go through their thing and get a little bit of love or a lot of love, but it never quite seems like enough from Toronto. And I'm grateful to be the one, you know, that really I feel like it has a lot to do with the fact that I love the city, though. You know, like I'll tell anybody, I'll tell Obama, like, yo, I love my city. You know, for real, like I really do. And I say it in articles, like the city at night, you know, the memories I have here, it all inspires my music. The women that I've met here, you know, like everything, it inspires my music. So I mean, I think I try and put that energy out, and I think they feel it and they give it back to me, and we got a little nice rapport going on, you know, me in Toronto.
For sure, and that's what gives you that different sound too.
Yeah, and when everybody comes here, you know, we do it big too. We throw little parties and let everybody know, like, we have a great city, because people come here and they're shocked, like, man, this looks nice, and the nightlife, and you know. So it's you sometimes, you know, it's your responsibility as a spokesperson or an ambassador to do the right thing. So we try and do it right.
I heard 25 bottles with Jay-Z. I had swine flu that night. Don't want to talk about it. But
I think it was more than 25.
No, something like that. I don't know, per person or something like that.
Yeah, it was crazy though.
It was crazy.
Yeah, it was an Ace of Spade, Jay-Z and Drake party. It was crazy.
Drake is in the building.
Yeah.
T-Dot. Twitter is going crazy. Text messages are going crazy. Ladies are going crazy, which I'm going to get into in just a few. Drake, I always hear you with the lady talk. Actually, let me get into it.
Okay.
There's always, you know, I'm always seeing media take out all these, you know, these websites saying Drake's with Riri, Rihanna, Drake's with, I don't know, some girl in a cheerleading outfit from high school. They always have something. Drake linked to somebody. You want to set the city straight?
Drake is single. Drake is living, and you know, I'm still the same guy, man.
Good answer, man.
I still take girls out for dinner. I still dedicate my time to. I still like to get to know a woman.
That should be a prize on Flow. Win a date with Drake.
Let's do it. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a good date, though.
Oh,
Let's
wow.
do it.
So what would be your ideal date?
Well, you know, I mean, my favorite restaurant in the city is Soto. You know, it's
nice.
right over there. So,
okay, Drake.
I would take her to Soto, and then maybe like
a little moto.
I can't give you all the details of the date, though.
You know what?
I
didn't want to stop you for professional reasons, but as a man,
I was just thinking, I was like, yo, don't come find me at my spot now.
I know, there's 20 guys in the studio. They're like, we're not trying to hear about Drake.
Be wise. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of ladies that love Drake. Hey,
all I'm saying is, as a man, if you had said anything except I'm single, I would have been mad, disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, you just gotta say I'm single. You don't admit to nothing. You wasn't with her. You were with friends. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Keep the options open. You Drake right now. Enjoy that. You know what I'm saying?
I can just hear his new song.
Let's talk about this track we're about to get into. It's called Over.
Yeah.
You said Boy Wonder produced it. What was the inspiration behind it, and why this one as the first one?
Well, I went with Over as the first look just because, you know, the words in the hook, and the hook being the most repetitive part. I did, you know, I got a lot of great songs on my album. A lot of great songs. You know, I've got songs for women that want to feel special. I got songs for dudes that, you know, maybe like this is the song that, you know, if you ever thought my music was too soft, it's like one that you can enjoy. You know, like I got a lot of variety on there, but the biggest thing was that opening line on the hook was like, I know way too many people here right now that I didn't know last year. Like, that's really how I feel when I be.
You knew us before last year.
Right, so don't feel offended.
Okay.
So, but like I've just gone so many places in such a short amount of time that this record really sums up where I'm at in my career. I just think it's a great first impression, you know. And you know, for the fans of the Say Somethings and the Best I Ever Hads, and you know, even stuff you may have never heard from me before. The album is going to be a great body of work for you to just get lost in. But right now, I just want to have some fun, and we're out partying. I want people to have fun too. So this is the one.
Also on Twitter here, I see that you wrote, is this you that wrote this? Take the time to do it right, because you may not get the time to do it over.
Yes.
Nicely said.
Thank you.
All right, let's do it, Scratch. Drake, you want to introduce us?
Yeah, you know what it is. Toronto. They gotta bring the music down. Can they bring the music down just so they can hear me talk? All right. Low. All right. Toronto. This is Drizzy Drake. You understand? I want you to know that I'm out here on the front lines, on the battlefield for y'all every day of my life. New York, LA, London, Japan, wherever I go, Toronto is in my heart at all times. So from me to you, this is my new single off my album, Thank Me Later. It's called Over, and I'm telling you, when this hits the world, it's over. Yeah, you know what it is. Flow 93.5, baby.
Nice.
You've been listening to a 93.5 Flowcast.
Log on now.
Cyberspace destination, www.flow935.com.